can just read it. It's no problem. Not to worry. Yeah.
All right.
Okay. No problem.
Just a moment.
Okay.
We are live now.
Thank you. Okay. Should I start me or start? You open it.
Being part of United States of Africa.
Hello.
Being part of United States of Africa gives me the opportunity to network with my African brothers and sisters all over the world and be able to mentor one another as well as advocate for African cause. So thank you and looking forward to another great year. Happy anniversary.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you very much.
Yeah. It's amazing day today.
Yes, that's amazing. We need to also appreciate very much our brother Daniel Moabu, Monu, who has not given up. He has not been discouraged with all the challenges. He's continuing. Yeah?
Yeah.
With the Pan African Leadership Center. Yeah?
Good morning.
My name is Lester Membe. I'm the Principal Software Engineer for United States of Africa. I'm based in London, though originally I'm from Zambia. I joined the United States of Africa in 2021 in September. I've enjoyed the work that I'm doing with them. It's a brilliant place to volunteer for. So check us out on our website. Cheers. Bye.
Thanks everyone, and thanks for joining today. We are starting the second year anniversary the United States of Africa as a non-profit organization. And as you know, that United States of Africa is an organization focused on unifying people of African descent around the world. Today, we are delighted to have an amazing guest, Professor Mamo Muchi, who's going to make a presentation on closing and ending divide and rule saga to innovate the successful achievement of African unity. We are looking forward to his speech, but just to give brief remarks, the United States of Africa over the past 3 years has made incredible achievements in terms of solidifying this cause for African unity. The African unity that we are looking for is unifying Africans towards a common cause so that we provide solutions to the challenges that we are facing. We have an amazing volunteer team that we have built, building amazing products in the last 2 years alone. The United States of Africa is becoming something that people really enjoy in terms of volunteering at United States of Africa. It has become a vision that is aligning with so many people around the world. We have volunteers from several countries around the world, various products that we are developing, and it's this volunteering spirit that has kept the United States of Africa growing. And today, as we celebrate the anniversary for United States of Africa, we encourage you to take self-agency and to take action instead of lamenting about the problems that Africa has. Let us become solution drivers, solution creators, and develop the kind of Africa that we want to see. I'm going to hand it over to main guest, Professor Mamo Muchi, so that he can make his presentation. I hope you're going to enjoy the presentation, and let us celebrate, acknowledge how significant this day is as United States of Africa celebrates 3 years anniversary. Welcome, Professor Mamo Muchi.
Thank you very much. And first and foremost, let me appreciate you and all the Africa leadership for the United States of Africa. I think you have done a remarkable job, and this is something from the youth. From the youth, we need genuine commitment, and so that effort you're doing is amazing, and I'm really proud of you, and I really want to always support all of you because we have delayed African unity for a long time. We should have by now been united, not only unite Africa, but unite humanity as a whole. So Africa should have is the origin of humanity, so it should be also the unity of humanity. So I would like to give a bit of a, a lecture on this. First, inspiration. I'll start with, and then how do we learn to appreciate differences? How do we remove the cognitive exhaustion that we are awash with? How do we create um, the all African humanity in one African community day? How do we create all one uh, African Humanity Education Commission? And how could we also create all African one humanity for sustainable development renovation? And then I'll make some concluding remarks. The future is not some place we're going, but one we're creating. The paths to it are not found, but made. And the activity of making them changes both the makers and the destination. This is very important. Both, yeah, the present, the past, the future, we need to really genuinely link them in a way that unite us rather than divide us. So how do we create the right paths and the right activity to make the changes that also change the makers and also the ultimate outcome, which is the unity of Africa destination? We need to do that. It is also time now to undertake rethinking the way we think, the way we frame, the way we learn, the way we do, the way we transform, and the way we perform, and the way we reform. We need some new approach about how we can go about doing some of the things. And I think the past thinking must change. We need to appreciate first and foremost differences. Let's do the unity by appreciating differences. We need to change ourselves to celebrate all as one by appreciating our differences. Difference should not divide us, difference should unite us. We need to appreciate it, all right? To celebrate our similarity, our humanity, our Africanity. And that's what we should do. We need to learn to find the, the African humanity unity pathway by removing the existing numerous and varied divisive pathways that have been partly imposed by the colonial, another one by tribal, by religion, by all other divisions that have been imposed on us. By teaching each other with all humanity in one world community. They have in India a philosophy called Vasudhaiva Kubabakam. They say let's all consider all humanity to live in one world community, and we have our Ubuntu philosophy. All right, it's extraordinary philosophy, a lifesaver philosophy uh, that humanity originated from us. Ubuntu, the philosophy that will save the world, also originated from us. But we don't value it, we don't know it, we don't learn it, we don't acknowledge it. Uh, let's now work to really make as all of us as one human family. All right, for all of us, all right, to value each other and appreciate each other and celebrate our unity without um, uh, without making our difference a challenge for us to divide and fight each other. Let's prioritize our own African human identity to cherish above all else one another, to be all of us as one another together. So let's celebrate our unity. We must above all put our safety, our security, our peace, our togetherness as a priority and not the self-interest and money. That for money and for advancing self-interest, we should not hurt each other and divide each other. We should acknowledge by putting our African identity first, by not pricing everything and valuing nothing about what we have, the rich resources we have. We have the best resources nobody has, is what we have. We need to remove division and classification on religion, gender, ethnicity. Uh, yeah, I hope it's not you. Uh, okay. Okay. All right. Sorry. I'm just wondering if you're listening to me, because some messages people send me. So I thought it may be you, but it's not you. So acknowledge us all as one humanity, our African humanity, by not pricing everything and valuing nothing. We need to remove division and classification on religion, gender, ethnicity, caste, class, and all others. Not classify some as superior and others as inferior using any differences. So we must have similar, we all have similar gene. Let all value and build humane character, never to fight, but value all to live decent lives until we all leave this world. Okay, remove cognitive exhaustion. Let all learn through education to create and value our full unity, not to avoid our unity and one and only one identity by applying psychic dislocation and cognitive exhaustion. Let division using any differences end unless our unity prevail. All right? All the world should learn to believe that you are me and the me is you, really. No human should be as a stranger to another human being. Let alone no African should be a stranger to another African, and to practice hate and hurt against one another. Let's go for human rights to value social solidarity, safety, truly, by removing wars, conflicts, fighting all over Africa, even the planet Earth, really. So, in Ubuntu, I just want to repeat this. I have said this before. The lifesaver philosophy, Ubuntu originated in Africa as a lifesaver extraordinary philosophy. Ubuntu is built on the philosophy there is an I in you and there is a you in I. We cannot be fully human alone. We are made for interdependence. We are made for family. I am because we are. When you Ubuntu practice will end all wars. When you have Ubuntu, you embrace others. You are generous. You are compassionate. If the world had more Ubuntu, we would not have war. We would not have this huge gap between the rich and the poor. You are rich so that you can make up what is lacking for others. You are powerful so that you can help the weak, just as a mother or father helps their children. So, Maat with Ubuntu. Maat embodied foundational values of love, life, creativity, and awareness that work to inhibit or isolate its fate, life's entropic tendencies, by an inner matrix of values, order, balance, harmony, compassion, reciprocity, justice, and truth. Maat cannot easily translate into European languages. No, sincerely, we have values like Maat, like Ubuntu, but why are we misbehaving? All right? How to re educate humans from birth to death. How to understand and explain the value chain of human life from birth to death. How to create true knowledge for human being and nature safety. We need to learn in Africa. How to discover what's acceptable as good or reject as not good, knowing what is right and what's wrong. What is right and what is wrong. Why do we say use borders drawn externally, cynically, by foreign outside colonialists, and still consider something is right and something is wrong and go to war? To right the wrong that we did not create. The wrong was created outside, and we fight for the wrong, which is wrong. All right? We don't even know what's right and what's wrong. And we don't know what's good and bad. How to bond our heart, our body, our soul, our mind, and matter with research and knowledge is very, very important. How to understand the natural world, the space, the air, the land, and the water, and how to understand the cosmos, astronomy, and the universe to save both ourselves and nature. Not just us, Africans, but even the whole of the planet Earth. How to understand wishes, dreams, emotions, feelings with moral, intellectual, and emotional intelligence. We need to promote humanity love, humanity philia, not just to us in Africa, but even the universe, to move away from calling some as relatives and others as aliens. No, let humanity philia prevail in the universe, to create the value of treating one another as one human family by ending treating any human being as a stranger. Let's all learn no African should be a stranger to each other. We should all be one family. Let's all learn how to care and share with full collaboration and trust with one another by knowing how to agree even when we disagree without any conflict and fight. Let's apply the relativity of the speed of light square humanity philia or humanity love by removing ever the gravity burden of war, disunity, division, misusing differences and conflicts. All right? In all over, not just in Africa, but in the even the entire planet, over space, sea, and land. Let moral and emotional intelligence shine our spirit, our human spirit. Let's create values how to transform thinking and defining humans with adjectives. Let's create values how to transform thinking and defining with adjectives such as aliens. Let's not use words like aliens. Let's all value as brothers and sisters. Let all in the world open a new education system. Okay, Mama One World Community Philosophy modules, like we have a Mama Africa modules. Go for humanity philia education from kindergarten to tertiary level. To create intellectual prudence, to learn how to care and share with full collaboration and trust. To know how to agree even when we disagree without any conflict and fight. Apply the moral and emotional intelligence by applying a new humane philosophy education by creating new modules in different languages to remove and eradicate seeing some as strangers and others as relatives. Real challenges to address in the world. The problem of unending poverty, inequality, unemployment has not been replaced with additive and multiplicative well-being for the people. This is a serious challenge. In a continent like Africa, if we were united and we were able to own our own resources, rich resources, trust me, nobody should be poor. There should be zero poverty, zero inequality, and zero unemployment. But where if we know how to use it and manage it, and have institutions that can direct it, we have no problem. The world is also going through a demographic explosion and climate change, with economics prioritizing profit making, commercial and market advantage rather than human well-being and nature safety. The fourth challenge is now the global COVID-19 pandemic that has created problems that still remain unresolved. We are now also entering in what is being described as surveillance capitalism, which is connected to cybercrime and awash with social media using the digitalization in the current time. Now we're moving from industrialization to digitalization. Now the world we're in now with this digital technology, unless we resolve the previous one, it will be multiplied. The conflicts could be multiplied. And now what we are seeing is the digital world is increasing cybercrime. Let's all agree to create the all humanity one world community too. And if this happens, Africa should be in a good situation. All in the United Nations. But why continue to do wars? If they are in the United Nations, they are members of the United Nations. Why do they go to war with each other? Why can't any member of the United Nations go to war? Why go to war and use the United Nations? So many wars in Serbia 1919, Afghanistan 2001, Iraq 2003, Syria 2011, Libya 2011. All the warriors are members of the UN. Why? Why are they members of the United Nations, which is supposed to be a peaceful? And the same thing we have. Why could we become members of the Africa Union and at the same time go to conflicts and wars? Why do we have these organizations and they are not effective? Why spread military bases around the world? Why continue the military industrial complex? Now the world is in the Ukraine-Russia war and ethnic conflict sadly in Ethiopia. I must tell you that I'm really shocked how many thousands of people are being murdered almost every day in Ethiopia. and all the actors that are involved, uh, what they are telling us is almost nobody seems to be um, free from this conflict and this killing. But innocent people are dying. Politicians who kill them are not dying. This is dangerous. There is a people called the Amhara, and there was a constitution, a manifesto that was issued by the Tigray People's Liberation Front. They say the sworn enemy of the people of the Tigray people, they said, are the Amharas. Now, that killing has been going on over nearly 30 years. We don't even know how many people have been killed. So this is not a genocide. It's more than Nazism and fascism. It's very dangerous. I don't know what we should do as or all of us, the United States of Africa, could do to actually address. But the good thing I saw was at least there was a very a memo that you have published that we was nicely done, and then we circulated it around the world. So we need to do something to really address this important question. Many conflicts all over the world still exist when there should be no war. If we value killing humans is hurting the creator who brought them to this world and should take them when the time comes. To kill them is also to hurt the creator. This is not good. Why go to war being in the United Nations? The United Nations is always undermined. The same thing say when I say the United Nations, call it also African Union. It's always undermined when the members go to war. Do humans know who they are and where they are going? Why be members in the UN or the African Union and keep undermining it by endless fighting? Let the time come not to have, all right, the United States or the African Union, where the members in the United Nations or the African Union continue to go to war and fight. If they are members, they never must go to war. Paradigm shift very essential for the UN now, for the African Union now. Also, mindset shift is very important. There must be an all humanity one world community day for the over 7 billion people must respect. And I think the United States of Africa should really promote this, not just for the unity of Africans as a whole, but also for all kinds of conflicts to not to be created. Because as you notice, the conflicts in Africa are also there are external actors that actually engage. They are divided. For example, in the conflict we have now in Ethiopia, they say the Egyptians are involved, the Sudanese are involved. They are saying all kinds of foreign forces, internal actors that have connections with the external actors. Okay, and even the Western countries also they are also mentioned, like the United States and others are also mentioned in these conflicts. So you have external and internal actors. So because of that, we need to create an all one humanity, one world community day to make sure that over the 7 people must respect no more wars, no army, no theft, no killing of any human being anywhere in the world with the pursuit of power and self-interest at the expense of human well-being and planet Earth safety. I think we should go for something like that. Let the world create the all one humanity and one community education commission too. All one humanity to live in one world community is essential never again for all humans to go to war or to fall behind. Humanity uniting is division forever ending, and truly humanity as a whole and everywhere benefiting. Let's create the all one humanity in one world universal community education commission too. All humanity education commission, let's remove and reject the human mischief that is threatening the world with any war at present. Time to go for this peaceful pathway to make all humans come together to achieve full equality, to build with the cherished philosophy of Ubuntu, one in all and all in one, to make all the to value and relations with one and only one family, spiritual, epistemic justice, virtue. That's what we need. All right. We also need all one humanity for sustainable development innovation. How can we create transformative innovation that will make the health, livelihood, and well being of the people and the protection of nature the priority of priorities? We need a new research productivity paradigm to address these concerns with new conceptual frames and theories. If we integrate these challenges with existing innovation systems and development, the problems will continue. First and foremost, there is a need to do rethinking both the whole innovation system approach, all right, as well as the existing development economic theories to create sustainable development. There's a need to reconceptualize and reframe both innovation and development by unifying the health, well-being, the social, economic, knowledge, production value chain process to sustain both people and nature well-being. Re-innovate development to be sustainable. Re-innovate innovation. Redevelop development to reconceptualize and re-theorize a unified humanity-anchored innovation and an original sustainable novel development theory to save nature and humans together. This current pandemic should provide the opportunity to address the research gaps that exist for the world to be in this situation when there should have been anticipatory and predictive knowledge to find advanced solutions to prevent rather than now running all over to find vaccines to cure endemics, epidemics and pandemics created by the economic system that devalues associational human relations and values individualistic self-interested money seekers. So, one humanity vision, mission, and practice needed. Never go for inferiorizing or superiorizing. Go for global humanizing. Stop killing humans by using rude opinions of inferiorizing and supervising. Let all humans learn to use the cognitive and epistemic tool for ejecting divisions of humans. Let all humans add virtue ethics along with epistemic virtue testing for the creation of one and only one humanity vision, mission, and objective in practice. Unite all humanity as the best of the best. Recognize from the heart the work we all do to unite humanity as all to be one and only one in him is a must. Let's all strive and go always for the best of the best. Let all of us apply our moral, emotional, intellectual intelligence to continue to shine. Remain always bright, spiritually and humanly graceful and genuine. So, epistemic justice for humanity. Let our spirits glow, treating humans anywhere as aliens a big blow. Let all humans united remain blessed, safe, sound, and by keeping strong. Create the humane value and culture to live in peace with sustainable development by never failing to participate to remove the ongoing inhumanity, alienation, malice, wrong. Humanity has rich knowledge and resources, spiritual resources. Let all engage to do the unity by renovating sustainable development, make all humans to achieve human well-being above all. Let the division of politics end, and the politics that unites finally all humanity prevail, all Africa prevail. So, public service and not public masters is what leadership for humanity requires. The well being and the health of the people and nature must become the priority. Systems, governance, institutions, leadership must be managed with honesty, sincerity, humility, and integrity. Let humanity unite to solve any crisis by turning any problems into an opportunity. Let all unite to do the global economic recovery together to reach post COVID 19 by applying sustainable development. Let humanity move from the physical world to the digital world and enter into the knowledge economy with a smart, integrated, sustainable, innovative world, and make one humanity family creation as a grand job for all to be done with commitment and inspiration. Sustainable development for one humanity, all one humanity, one world community day, all one humanity, one world community education commission, a brand new all humanity philosophy modules to re educate all in the world to value humans, to be treated not as strangers, but as one human family with no more war, forever to save people and the planet Earth. I appreciate Brother Daniel for founding the United States of Africa. Let us go for one Africa with a world community vision. And I appreciate all of you for the United States of Africa for the amazing contributions you have done. Uh, that has been a great resource for me to keeping on to learn and learn. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Asante sana. Yeah. Karibu sana. All right. Mr. Gnalo, thank you. I finished my conclusion. Thanks a lot. Is that okay? Did you hear me?
Can you?
Hello?
Yes, hello.
Have you heard me?
Yes, I can hear you from here because I'm in
Thank you.
Nigeria. Yes, I just have two questions, Professor Babu Monchi.
Yes.
And my question is, how then can we integrate it? All said and said your own part, and you are trying to everything is bringing try to integrate the Africans, but
Sorry, it's I think the network.
Thank you, Professor Mama Muchi. This
Yeah.
was a great
Yes.
speech, and we inspired by this speech. And hopefully, we're going to continue to accelerate the efforts to unify Africa and to attain the United States of Africa, and make Africans
Hmm.
realize that we have to reject this retrogressive mentality, believing
Yeah.
in tribalism, religion, using
Hmm.
religion as a tool for division. We have to reject all that and embrace Pan Africanism concept, Pan Africanism mentality,
Yes.
ideology that is going to lead Africa towards
Yes.
complete emancipation, the economic independence of Africa, and also of Africa as a sovereign state. That's what
Hmm.
United States of Africa is striving to achieve, and we are very confident that this vision is going to continue inspiring the center around the world, whether you're in the Caribbean, Pacific, in Europe, in
Hmm.
the United States, in Africa, in Addis Ababa, in Nairobi, Kenya, in Kampala, Uganda, in the streets of Vanuatu. The United States of Africa is a vision that makes it possible for people of African descent to realize their nationhood, to realize that we are, as a people, we are treated equally. We are seen the same way they see when they are mistreating people in Morocco. They are only seeing the black people, and the United States of Africa has been extremely outraged by the mistreatment of Africans in Morocco. We issued a statement, and we are going to continue pressuring the
I
relevant
see. Yes.
authorities to acknowledge and respect people of African descent, and
Mm.
specifically Black people, so that we are given equal human rights. Today, I heard that the UN is going to be discussing this at the UN Security Council, the massacre in Morocco.
Hmm.
Hopefully, that they're going to take this issue with seriousness that it deserves, and
Hmm.
we are looking forward towards a resolution that will protect Black people and ensure that
Yeah.
we are given equal recognition. Because I know that the UN has so many bills, the Bill of Human Rights, that
Hmm.
we don't see it being applied to Black people to ensure that their rights are protected
Hmm.
and valued equally as humans.
Hmm.
So thanks. I can see that Tolu
Yes.
has joined. I don't know if you want to try to ask your question. You can go ahead.
Yes. She tried to ask me, but I think the network.
Tolu, are you there? You can ask your question before we wind up, Doctor.
Hmm.
Hello, Professor.
Yes. Yes. Can you see me?
Yes, I can hear you, Professor Mochi.
Yes. Please ask me the question. You are trying to ask me the
Okay,
question.
okay. I said, how do we integrate this unity with Africans? Because I know that there are people that are against the unity. They need division. They're just interested in the division. So how do we integrate this and let people see, let people understand that this is what we're trying to do? Because it's not everyone that is interested in bringing Africans together.
Yes. The
So
problem is
how do we
we
make
talk.
them
We talk.
see
Okay.
reasons why we're
Yes.
doing this? And I believe, and you said war isn't the option for integration. So how to make those that are against the integration, those that are against the unity, how do we make them see and
Yeah, good question. First, the we have been talking about unity for 59 years almost, uh, since 1963, but we have not achieved the unity uh, that has been promoted in the protocols and the declarations. So our action and our talk are opposite. So if you ask people, normally they say yes, Africa should unite. But what we have seen over so many years is coup d'etats, all right, military dictatorships, and many not very pro-African, people-centered, right, empowering centered, service centered. We didn't see this. Now, what we need now from you, from all of us, especially the younger generation, we need to actually use, like the United States of Africa now, that we need to not just do declarations, talking, and so on, but more practically, how could we bring in all of us as Africans, like now we're doing? You're from Nigeria, I'm from South Africa, all right? And Daniel is from Kenya. But we are now, all of us, you see, are discussing sincerely how do we bring African unity? What would be the activities we need to do? What are the challenges we face? And how do we go about doing it? I just suggested a number of options now, how we can create even an education. The education side is critically important. We need to focus on it. We need to get an education commission that actually make sure that from kindergarten to university level, our young people are educated. They understand unity. No, our differences are not something that we should worry about. Our unity is what brings Africa to come and really get, yeah, something like that is what we need to work on and do the best we can. And I think what you just suggested is very important. All along we had challenges. Now, very important that we start valuing also our indigenous knowledge, our philosophy, what wasn't created from Africa. Also, make sure this is also all the young people also come to know the extraordinary knowledge that has been created by Africans. The genius of geniuses, the Einstein of Einstein is an African. Do you know Imhotep? Imhotep? Did they educate you about him? No, but he is an African. And the Europeans are taking pictures of him, making him look white, despite the fact that he's very African. So to this extent, we have these challenges. So we Africans must really come to know each other very well and acknowledge all the great qualities, values that have been created by our ancestors, value them, use them, educate our children, and then make sure that we also try to create very good schemes where students from Nigeria come to South Africa, South Africans go to Nigeria. We need to have mobility also, so that you can start also doing projects together. All right, venture startups, technology, anything that like that. We need to do it practically. If we do something like that, then we have the future. The future will be ours. The future will not be against us. The past has been against us. The present is now troubling us. The future should liberate us. What do you think? የኔ ጌታ እንዴት ነህ? ኦኬ the problem I mean እንትን አንድ የሆነ እንትን ከኬንያ እና ከናይጄሪያ የሆኑ ተማሪዎች ጋር የሆነ ነገር አለኝ፣ ግን እወጣለሁ የኔ ጌታ እወጣለሁ። እሺ so yeah, thank you Can you ask me quickly another question? If you have, my sister, Tolulope Kadiri. Hello? Hello? Oh, again, it's not working. Hello? Hello, my Daniel.
Thank you. Which I believe she's having some technical issues.
Yes,
Marks
I think we
the
should.
end of the Pan African Center. So thanks for your time, and looking forward to
Thank you so much.
keep conversation alive.
Yes.
All right.
We need
Thank
to
you.
support. You need to be. We need to support you. What you are doing is excellent. We need to support you. I appreciate you. Congratulations for the second anniversary. Let's do more and more activities, my brother. You're young and energetic. We need to do it practically. Let's see if we
Thank
could get
you.
as many Africans as possible. I really appreciate you and value you. Thank you so much. All right. Thanks a lot,
Thank
my
you
brother. Thank you.
very much for your
God bless.
time, and
God bless you.
it's been a great
And
pleasure having you on Pan African Leadership.
thank you so much. You're